Alcatraz Island, United States. Alcatraz Island, located in San Francisco Bay, California, is one of the most infamous prisons in the world. It was home to some of America's most notorious criminals, including Al Capone, Machine Gun Kelly, and Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz. The prison opened in 1934 and served as a federal penitentiary for almost 30 years before it closed in 1963. During its time as a prison, Alcatraz was known for its harsh conditions. The island's location made escape difficult, and prisoners were kept in solitary confinement for extended periods of time. Alcatraz was also home to a maximum security cell block, which included 24-hour surveillance and an unbreakable perimeter fence. The prison was used to house political dissidents and gangsters alike, and its notoriety has only grown over time. Numerous books, films, and television shows have been made about Alcatraz, making it one of the most famous prisons in the world. Today, it is a popular tourist destination, and visitors can explore the island's historic buildings and cells. Devil's Island, French Guiana. Located off the coast of French Guiana, Devil's Island is perhaps one of the most notorious prisons in the world. This small island was used as a penal colony from 1852 to 1953, and it housed some of the most notorious criminals in history. Many of the inmates here were political prisoners who had been convicted of treason against France. The harsh conditions of Devil's Island were well known. The prison was isolated from the mainland, so inmates were unable to escape. They were forced to endure extreme weather conditions and perform hard labor. In addition, they were subjected to inhumane treatment by the guards, who often resorted to physical abuse and torture. Despite the harsh conditions, several inmates were able to make a name for themselves while they were at Devil's Island. The most famous inmate was Alfred Dreyfus, an army captain who was falsely accused of treason in 1894. His imprisonment sparked a public outcry, which ultimately led to his release in 1906. Other famous inmates included the anarchist Émile Henry, writer Henri Charrière, and murderer Henri Landru. The island remains the stark reminder of France's colonial past. Today, visitors can take tours around the island to learn about its history and view its ruins. It is a chilling reminder of the inhumane conditions that inmates endured for more than a century. Robben Island, South Africa. Robben Island, located off the coast of Cape Town, South Africa, is one of the world's most famous prisons. This prison was known for its notorious history as a place where political prisoners were sent to be detained, tortured, and sometimes even executed. The most famous prisoner of Robben Island was Nelson Mandela, who was incarcerated here from 1964 until his release in 1990. Mandela spent 18 years of his life imprisoned at Robben Island, making it the longest stay of any inmate in the prison's history. During his time there, he endured hard labor, solitary confinement, and other forms of torture. In spite of this, Mandela was still able to make an impact on the world by inspiring millions through his message of freedom and justice for all. Robben Island has since become a World Heritage Site and is now home to a museum that tells the stories of its many inmates. Visitors to the museum can learn about the island's history, explore its buildings and cell blocks, and get an inside look at what it was like to live in this notorious prison. It is also possible to visit Robben Island itself, allowing visitors to see firsthand the island's notorious history. Halden Prison, Norway. Located in the Norwegian county of Østfold, Halden Prison is one of the most advanced prisons in the world. With a focus on human rights and rehabilitation, the prison has attracted attention from other nations looking to reduce recidivism rates and provide humane treatment for inmates. Halden Prison is built to resemble a college campus with its luxurious design featuring natural light, spacious cells, and shared kitchens with stainless steel appliances. Inmates are also provided with amenities such as computers and music studios, as well as opportunities to take classes in cooking, language, and computing. The prisoners have access to a wide range of services, including psychological counseling, job training, education, and recreational activities. In addition, the prison has been noted for its emphasis on rehabilitation and socialization. Halden Prison has strict rules and regulations which ensure inmates respect each other and comply with the rules. Notable inmates at Halden Prison include Anders Breivik, who was convicted of mass murder in Norway in 2011, and Nazir Kader, a political activist in the Middle East. The prison continues to be an example of modern prison design, making it one of the most famous prisons in the world. ADX Florence, United States. Located in Florence, Colorado, ADX Florence is a supermax prison facility, also known as the Alcatraz of the Rockies. It is the highest security prison in the United States and is home to some of the most dangerous criminals in the country. Among its notorious inmates are Unabomber Ted Kaczynski, Boston Marathon bomber Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, 9/11 conspirator Zacarias Moussaoui, and Oklahoma City bombing conspirator Terry Nichols. The facility is notorious for its strict rules and isolation protocols. All prisoners here are kept in solitary confinement for 22 hours a day. Inmates are not allowed to interact with each other, and even during meals and exercise, they are separated by heavy metal doors. They also have limited contact with prison staff and other outside personnel. In addition, all mail and visits are carefully monitored by guards. ADX Florence is a grim reminder of the harsh realities of America's justice system. Although its inmates may be some of the most notorious criminals in the country, it's important to remember that all prisoners have rights, even those held in supermax prisons like ADX Florence.